he's hovering, and he is just going to be picking that Akali straight up. G2 Blacklist had a chance to ban it out. Now they're gonna have to deal with this. This is going to be a problem when she hits level 7, I believe, or 7 or 8. That's when the Akali early game power is like kind of stripped away, and then you get that that mid game power that really shines when you're going skirmish by skirmish. So G2 have to be super duper careful about not letting that Akali finish people off, especially if they are fighting. That's a lot of map awareness to be constantly thinking about.
G2B though, are they gonna be locking in the Galio here in the first rotation is a question, because that is usually combination with the Camille. Ime is really good on this Camille champion. Looks like it's just gonna be the Lee Sin. We saw this as a response earlier in our first series, third game of G2B versus or JDG versus Cerberus Esports, and actually paved the way for Cerberus Esports to at least take a bit of control in the early game. Will it be mimicked by G2B as well and prolonged too?
Yep, that is a good question. I don't think G2B want to prolong this game. That's why they're picking up the Lee Sin. They want KD to perform as much as possible. They want those plays to be made early on, and they want that that playmaking ability, flash, that flare to come out later on. But the Fiora into the Camille, this is kind of a classic skill matchup up here in the top lane, so not much to see there. And Vladimir for Aaron, technically he does have the advantage against Z on the Akali in the mid lane. It's just that if they do bring out something else for Aaron, it becomes not as good against the Akali. But yeah, look at that, the Ashe getting taken out there for Golden Kite. That is a very APAC pick being banned out there by ThunderTalk.
It's a great spot here by ThunderTalk, of course, especially with the pick potential that they already have with the Camille, with the Lee Sin. Vi gonna be removed here by G2 Blacklist since ThunderTalk hasn't picked up their jungler just yet. Kha'Zix is on the table here if ever they do want to pick it up, or as well has slipped through both banning phases and can be locked in for SMY. Again, just enable this engage potential of ThunderTalk.
And long range engage.
What will be the response here of G2B? They can still go with the Ezreal here for Golden Kite if they want some pokes and burst. Xayah as well is available. Pantheon? Whoa! Alright!
Okay. That's a risk. They're taking a risk.
Okay. They just go with the single target lockdown with the Nautilus.
I almost liked what they were doing there with the Pantheon.
Yeah, because there's only one team that was actually able to kind of pull it off, and that's J-Team against Nova Esports. They were actually dominating that game before they lost it.
Yes, a lot of games here in the Wild Rift League Asia kind of end up like that, don't they? You're winning up until the moment that you lose because the other team was really patient. They exploited a mistake that you made, and in the late game it only takes one mistake for you to lose your entire nexus. So you really got to be careful about that. And that's one of the things as well that G2 Blacklist has to think about in the super late game. Even if they are leading, if ThunderTalk can pull together one good team fight, then it's basically over if they get aced.
Let's see if that's gonna be the situation here of G2 Blacklist. If they can resist the charm of the other teams, or at least the curse of the other teams being able to dictate the flow of the game and then suddenly losing. And surprisingly, we have an approval rating more on the side G2B, 52-48. And will this be an indication that G2B actually can dominate this series against ThunderTalk after ThunderTalk was recently defeated by EDG?
I think that's because a lot of G2 Blacklist fans tuning in. So big shout outs to you guys, Virginia, if you're supporting. for
No, this is
contributing.
on CN.
It's just CN. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought it was like for everybody, but no. If it's just CN conference, then there is some confidence in G2 Blacklist and their capabilities against Thunderdog. So this promises to be a very, very interesting matchup.
Let's see if this is going to be advantageous for G2 Blacklist, if the predictions are going to be there and backed up by the results as well. G2 Blacklist, again, has been known to be very aggressive with high potential. Again, this is the team that was second place in the Wild Rift League Asia Season 1 when they were formerly known as Nigma Galaxy. It's the same player, same coach as well. Thundertalk, after their loss against Edward Gaming, a lot of minds has been changed, especially with them unable to handle the aggressiveness of something. Speaking of this, Soil is already almost taken out. Whoa, that was so close. Fortunately, he was still able to stay alive. And G2B, not
Void Seeker? No, Void Seeker. That's level 1. Golden Cat, if he only had like a little bit more XP. Oh, he's trying to force that level 2. Okay, it's okay, okay. But yeah, you're right. The early game aggression by G2 Black is already on full display here in the bot lane. Draw, just trying to, get any sort of advantage for his ADC. And Golden Kite just picking that and really bullying the other laner with it. They're in pretty much perfect synergy, this bot lane, and I believe that they can kind of keep this going later on into the laning phase before they move on over to that mid lane. They could even maybe get a first blood.
Maybe. I mean, you see already the potential here of G2 Blacklist. SMY going towards the mid lane is an indication that G2B can actually be more aggressive into the bottom lane. Great help by SMY though to shove the wave out so that they can have at least some priority towards the bottom side river, at least in the top lane though. Baiting out Shin is going to be in a lot of trouble. Fortunately, he's still able to flash away from the Sonic Wave.
Yeah, good flash bait there, but there is still going to be Sonic Wave available very soon. No, Katie just doesn't fancy doing that again. But I like the timing there. As soon as he saw the launch, he's like, all right, it's time. Launch on cooldown. Let's go for the gank. And then still, flash, forcing the flash is a good result there for the jungler. It just is not, a first blood or anything like that, but it is still an advantage for the laner there, MA. So it gets a little bit easier for MA to go up against this PR right now with that GL flash.
Yeah, and especially because of how great the setups were on the macro play for G2B is. And community stand his ground. Even mid lane, Aaron is going to be having a great time despite the aggressiveness here of Z. We see so many people from Thundertalk actually rotating towards the mid lane just to help out Z. Is a great indication for G2B to work around on the side lanes, and that has been the play so far. It's trying to mitigate the pressure of Thundertalk as well as KD just pressuring XY too. But XY will be visiting the camps of KD, level 6 versus level 5. Sonic Wave did not connect though. Dragon Studies has to respond and he will be slapped down. And that's first blood for Thundertalk. But a trade has been made by G2B. Call up the Morse God, gonna be at this time, and I'm gonna get cancelled. And he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. SMY still is gonna be going onto the fight. Aaron's gonna be flashing away. Golden Kite is trying to kite out. Still is gonna be pressured here, just fall back. And Thundertalk is outplaying them, getting 2 kills for 1. And G2B gonna be in a lot of trouble.
In a really long, drawn-out team fight, there was only 2 kills there. Of course, it is very early on.
Because of
Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's all from this invade of XY.
Sonic Wave.
Yeah, the Sonic Wave right into it. He got the Dragon's Rage, but then Z from the back did so much damage that he really wasn't able to follow up after that. So, that was it for Lee Sin. Then Aaron was not able to get the full value from the Hemoplague there, and then that is all she wrote. Golden Kite was not able to kite it out, even with the help of Draw. So a little unfortunate there for G2 Blacks, but as far as it goes, 1 kill per 2, it's not that bad yet.
I mean, it's to where the gold is being injected to that is going to be the problem. We'll be getting that answer later on as KD is going towards top lane. And Flash this time around might be available for Shin because it has been a long time, and yes, it is available. Some goal lead again has been secured by Thunder Talk, and Aaron's starting to feel some pressure against this Akali of Z. And G2B has to find ways to shut him down now.
Because this Akali is very dangerous already, even with just a few hours. 2 kills already. So if you don't shut this Akali down, at like basically now, Z is just going to take over the game, snowball it little by little by little, and then later on she becomes, you know, nigh unstoppable.
They commit!
But
hook shot!
Commitment!
Execute meet gonna be denied with a spell shield counter forward guard, gonna be committed here on the golden Kyle. Kill instinct! No, still gonna be coming! It's Thunder Talk winning the fight! And everyone's gonna be on the receiving end of a beatdown by Thunder Talk. Shelly gonna be spawned up into the mid lane as well to take this tower down. It's a disaster for G2 Blacklist.
It is such a difficult position where that Aaron has found himself in. G2 Blacklist just crumbled against Thunder Talk. 3 kills for absolutely free. Let's take a look at that again, because they overcommitted here, and that Hextech ultimatum denial I think was pretty key. And then of course Z coming in, or not the SMY. Yeah, sorry, X-By there. All the names just flash off the screen and they just coagulated in, you know, one pile. But X-By was in there. He was doing all of the damage by just being in the middle of everybody, and G2 Blacklist couldn't cope with that. Now the lead is very, very solidly in Thunder Talk's favor, about 4,500.
Yeah, and G2 Blacklist is gonna be struggling on the scaling department for sure, especially with so many objectives taken, kills taken, and tower as well taken down by Thunder Talk. They haven't secured the dragon too, so everything was taken by Thunder Talk and everything was lost for G2 Blacklist, and they have to just wait out to see if they will be able to take the second one. This is second dragon. Right now they're being stalked by Thunder Talk. Top lane being again ganked by KD. But it is actually being able to stand his ground. It's just able to exit perfectly. Soy this time around. It's gonna be taking a kill. As now Forge God gonna be used as a response. But Raw still able to dodge. Top lane. It has been there for a long time. But X-Fi's gonna be here this time around. KD gonna be running it away. Finally Imi's gonna be joining him as well as Raw. But still, there's just gonna be on the receiving end of a beatdown once more. Thunder Talk is being happy with the result, and they're taking everyone down. Aaron's gonna be next as this World Ender is just allowing him to close in distance so easily. And G2B, we're at 1 to 10.
He wasn't even able to blood pool, and that's kind of an unofficial ace there for Thunder Talk. And let's take a look, because that was a pretty long, drawn-out fight. And yeah, it started here in the mid lane of all places. Golden Kite with the ultimate, or sorry, it was Soil with the ultimate, and then even with that killer instinct, Golden Kite couldn't.
They're not done. KD is dead, and Z has taken 2 kills already, and Draw cannot do anything to save either of them. Man, it's a dominating start by Thunder Talk. Almost 10,000 gold lead at 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Oh man, what a thorough dismantling, a destruction of G2 Blacklist's game plan. And all because they got a little bit too ambitious trying to fight a fight that maybe they should have just run away from. But you know, it is what it is. Hindsight is 20/20 here, and all G2 Blacklist can really do now is try to recuperate some losses and maybe think about the next game, unless, of course, unless Thunder Talk wants to make this game run long and then make G2 Blacklist reach their max level, then it is going to be a pretty quickly done game here.
One of the Forge God knock up onto 2, and X-Spy's gonna be there to just finish things up. And even Soil is having such a great time provided with the peel as Z just goes in uncontestedly and not gonna be feeling any pressure at all from G2 Blacklist. They take everyone down. They have taken the mid tower as well. This inhib might just be taken here by Soil, fortunately enough. G2B is able to defend it. Man, it's a disaster definitely, but ThunderTalk is stopping every single second of this game.
Yes, a huge disaster for G2 Blacklist, but look at this replay. That was a beautiful follow forward shot into the alley-oop XBY with a double knockup. Draw couldn't do anything there, at the very least. KD was able to flash out, and Golden Kite was not able to escape his fate. But there could be another scuffle coming up here in the mid lane where everybody's kind of hanging out.
G2 Blacklist, what are they to do? They're 2 down right now, and nothing can be taken just yet. Even the resources on their jungle has been swept clean by the members of their talk. And now the second drive is going to be taken, executed onto SMY. Might not be the best target right now, as Soil is being able to free it. Finally have landed the depth charge as KD is closing the distance. SMY still able to charge up, providing some peel towards Soil. She is going to be walking away as X-Spy enters. The demonic form is just there. The demon world is just going to be taking over in this game. A 3 kills even here for the Severe, and everyone is just defeated on G2B.
And that is just... I'm kind of speechless, man. ThunderTalk absolutely dismantled G2 Blacklist. Are they actually going to go for the end here? 11 minutes in. No, they're not. They're going to put some respect on that name. Go for the win next push. But right now, man, they've already made it into the base. They've cracked the inhib turret, and they're working on the other ones.
I mean, ThunderTalk is basically playing this methodically and responsibly as well, not becoming too reckless like other teams. They want to secure this win, they want a dominating win, they want to recover the points that they have lost from the loss they've had against Edward Gaming. This is one way to do it, demonstrating that it's just a fluke that they've experienced in their last series. But G2B, stalking them out, might get a spot onto SMY, but it is not the best target right now. Goes on the blow, but still it's gonna be taken down. X-Byte's gonna be here though. This landed damage to Sword is just too much. The damage is just too overwhelming power coming from ThunderTalk. And G2B has lost to in exchange for just the support of ThunderTalk.
Man, X-By, the actual unkillable Demon King, whenever he's in the middle of G2 Blacklist, they all start to disappear, evaporate, along with their their health bars. Now, the Baron doing pretty much the same. Going to get the final smite, Baron buff, back out, get some equipment, and then maybe ThunderTalk will be ready for the final push here.
And they're ready. They've been ready the entire game to just close this out. 16,000 gold lead at 12 minutes. That is too much, to be honest. G2B,
a very confident team.
Yeah, it's going to be a big challenge for them for sure to withstand, especially with the prowess here of ThunderTalk. KD gotta get spotted out. It has been seen from the Oracle lens here of X-By. Have to disengage. G2 Blacklist just wants to defend. ThunderTalk though wants to end this right now, and after taking the Baron, they are pushing the top side. Ime gonna be in a lot of trouble. Exicles I think is gonna be used. X-By still landing the damage. Aaron trying to stop, and they have taken out X-By. Z might actually be next. Recharge coming in. Aaron actually getting the damage done as Golden Kite is still getting the damage done onto SMY, but it is very tanky though. The stacks are stacking though. Draw still defending this Nexus in the mid lane. Katie as well helping out. That's a dredge line. Kaisa of Golden Kite has been taken out. It's 3 versus 2. ThunderTalk is closing this game out, taking the inhibitor tower in the top lane. Shin's was doing a really good job with Hullbreaker, just helping the wave crash under the Nexus. ThunderTalk going for one last push. KD trying to defend alongside with Draw. The wave is going to be crashing. Ime is going to be here to help them out with his tactical sweep. They just focus on the Nexus. Game number 1 for ThunderTalk.
Yeah, what a blistering fast victory for ThunderTalk. I think that was around 14 minutes. They just showed no mercy when they got that small lead. You know that they knew how to